Hey guys, today we're going to do a Zentangle pattern, and I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. So I really want to work on shading today. So first, let's do the Zentangle pattern. We're going to start with just a dot at the top. Now from that dot, you're going to swerve to the left, right, and then do a big teardrop shape. So please draw this very large. Here's the size of my thumb, so you know how big this is. It is larger than my thumb. Draw it really big. Next, you're going to start from this line, and you're going to swerve down, around, and make kind of a C. We're going to do the same thing again and get gradually smaller. I'm pulling my pen towards me, making one nice, smooth, clean line, and they get smaller and smaller. The other side of this is a curved line, and another curved line, and another curved line. Okay? Nice smooth lines. I'm going to go back and thicken this line a little bit and just go over it. Turning my paper so that I can always pull my pen towards me. Now let's move on to the shading part. I would highly recommend not using a mechanical pencil to shade. This is a good sketching pencil. This is a 6B. It's pretty soft lead, which means it's pretty dark. Now, when I'm sketching and adding value, I'm trying to give this the illusion of having a little bit of 3-dimension. It comes out and gets a little bit wider here, like that. So we have some highlights and some shadows. Okay, don't hold the pencil like this when you're shading. Let's try holding it a little bit more on its side. And I'm gonna do it in layers. So I like to just lay in a little bit of value first, very, very lightly. Okay, I'm barely touching the paper with my pencil. I also like to use small circles because it just helps to blend it a little bit better. So using the side, very lightly, putting in some small circles. Okay, now I'm going to go back and add a little bit more in this area, a lot more in this area. Now I'm going to add even more to this area because I really want it to be the darkest value it can be right here. And gradually, as I go around, get lighter and rounder. But you have to learn to control your pencil if you want to control the value. Let's have an eraser handy so that if you get one spot that's a little too dark, you can kind of just go in with your eraser, lighten that a little bit. Now, some people like to use their finger to blend. I don't like to do that. I'm not saying you can't do it. I just don't like the look of it. So I usually just tend to use the pencil and the pressure of my pencil to control the value. So that's pretty good. Let's do the darkest we can. I'm pushing really hard now in this area, just to get it a little bit darker. That's good. Go back and use an eraser. Clean up any areas that you need to. And do the same thing for this side as well. Practice just going really dark towards the edge of something, and then gradually, again on its side, getting lighter. Just keep going over it. The goal also is to not be able to see your pencil lines. So if you can see where your pencil has been, either erase or just go over it and blend that out. So you shouldn't be able to tell that you've colored this way or that way with your pencil. If you do it soft enough, and enough soft layers will help to blend that out. Circles help too, just little light circles. But this does take practice. Go back, clean up any edges that I colored outside of. There we go. This was done with a different pencil. This was done with a 2B, and this was a 6B, so you can see the difference in the leads.